Hi, my name is Pasi Jänne from the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. On behalf of myself and my entire team at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, I wanted to thank Team LUNGSTRONG for all of the effort and advocacy and fundraising to support us in our quest to develop new and novel therapies for patients with lung cancer. Despite lung cancer being a challenging disease, there is hope, there is optimism on the horizon, and I wanted to highlight a few examples of what has happened in the last year. Despite us being in the midst of a global pandemic with COVID-19, this has in fact been an incredible year for approval of new therapies for patients with lung cancer. We have new targeted therapies that have improved for the disease and new immunotherapy combinations that have improved either by themselves or with chemotherapy. In addition, we're learning about the fact that we can now use targeted therapies in earlier stages of disease and not just at advanced disease stages. A couple of months ago, there was a publication in the New England Journal of Medicine that looked at lung cancer incidence and incidence-based mortality. And they noted that over the last several years, this has started to decline. Patients are living longer with their disease, and this decline coincided with the time at which routine molecular genotyping was beginning for EGFR and ALK. And I think it gives us optimism that if we continue our approach of precision medicine, matching the right drug for the right patient, as well as the use of immunotherapies, we will continue to make progress in this disease. Another example, a recent example, is KRAS mutant lung cancer. If we look at KRAS mutant lung cancer, this is in fact the largest subset of lung cancer for which we do not have a targetable drug like we do for EGFR mutant or ALK rearranged lung cancer. However, recent progress in this field, with now 2 drugs in the clinic showing clinical activity specifically for KRAS G12C mutant lung cancer, which accounts for about 50% of KRAS mutant lung cancer, has now changed this and has given us hope and optimism that there will continue to be therapies for this very large subset of patients. For the patients with non-G12C mutant lung cancer, there are also exciting new therapies out on the horizon. And again, we hope that all of this will continue to make a difference. These advances in the therapy and outcome come from research. It comes from discoveries, it comes from studying cancers, it comes from understanding that lung cancer is not a one-size-fits-all disease. It's made of different genetic subsets, some that respond to targeted therapies, some that don't, some that respond to immunotherapies, and some that don't. And hence, it's vitally important to continue research, to continue to study why cancers respond, why are they different, why do therapies work, why do they stop working. And for this, it is important to support that research. It's important to support those early clinical and preclinical activities to get those new hypotheses out and to test them ultimately in the clinic. And this is where your support is so critical, especially at a time when funding in general for cancer research is not at its optimum, when many foundations have had to stop their funding efforts for cancer research due to the global pandemic. Vital support for lung cancer research is so incredibly important. It is November, it is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and it is time for us to focus our effort to conquer this disease together. So thank you so much for all of your efforts, all of your fundraising, all of your advocacy. And we will also do our part to continue our quest to fight for new therapies, new therapeutic approaches, new clinical trials, and new strategies until we have conquered this disease. Thank you again.